This Sunday is going to be a blockbuster Sunday because there is a World Cup final happening on Sunday as Indian women take on the South African women. The game's happening at Navi Mumbai. We saw that atmosphere yesterday. We saw the support that came in for India yesterday. So we know that there's going to be a packed stadium at Navi Mumbai. DK, coming into this game, you're going to be there at the stadium, and fingers crossed I'll be there too cheering. But I just feel there's so much to play for. Both these teams, there's going to be a new champion. So there's so much to play for on Sunday.
Oh, it's a historic day. Whichever team wins, it's going to be a first-time winner. South Africa have had the best run in international cricket in these last couple of years. This is their 5th consecutive final. There were 23 ODI finals for the women's, 24 T20 finals again for the women's, 23 T20 women's final again. Also, the 24 men's final, they were there. World Test Championship, they won. This is their 5th final in the last 5 tournaments. So they have had a great run as a country, but I really wish India crossed the line. Everything suggests India has the momentum. In the last 3 games that they've played, they've beaten 2 tough opponents. A must-win game against New Zealand, they won. Bangladesh got washed out. Even that, they were dominating quite nicely. Australia, we all know what happened yesterday. And when you have everything aligning and making it look like you are the team that is expected to win, I would like to think India have a great chance. Look, India have actually stumbled upon this 11 that they are playing, not by default, but just with everything happening around injury to an opener, the fact that they had to accommodate an extra pacer. Sneh Rana was playing all the games, suddenly she is out, they've brought in Radha Yadav. So somehow they've just stumbled upon this 11 at the back end of this tournament. Jemimah, who bats at number 5, is batting 3, whatever. But the fact is that it could have gone pear-shaped quite easily, but they've found a way to just stick together and produce one of the greatest performances ever by a women's cricket team. So everything suggests that India will have a strong game, and if they play anywhere close to the potential that they played yesterday, I think India will definitely beat South Africa, considering that in the league stage they played and they almost crossed the line before Nadine de Klerk came and just played an unbelievable innings. But fingers crossed, I think India should have a good game on Sunday.
Well, they don't want to remember what happened in the group stage, like you said, but Zach, the second date is an auspicious date for Indians, isn't it? It's 2nd of April. In 2011, the 2nd of November now. So that number 2 date is special. It's going to be a lot of celebration. It's Shah Rukh Khan's 60th birthday as well. So there's a lot to celebrate for. But especially for these girls, you're so high on emotion. As players, when you go through a ride which you're completely emotion-filled and there's a big game coming up on Sunday, what do you think they're going to be doing today?
Well, we hope that
yesterday is over, right?
We hope that it becomes even more special date for women's cricket. It's going to be immensely inspirational for everyone to take up cricket. There is no doubt about that, and I'm sure the squad knows that. From outside, no matter what the result is, they've done phenomenal job of going through this tournament with such emotions going up and down. And I think it's just that one more day of taking care of your emotions, isn't it? Like World Cup finals, it's not only just about playing the game, it's also about managing your emotions, staying in present and not really getting overwhelmed by the situation. So all those things are the indicators which one will be looking at, and we hope and wish them all the luck that they go out there and make us proud and inspire a generation of women's cricketer to come along, because we've seen how things change with winning a World Cup. It happened with men's cricket in 1983, and Indian cricket today. You've seen how it's grown strength to strength. I think for women's cricket, they need that moment. And 2nd of November is going to be that day for them, where they can make all these things come to life. So I think, they all know that they have that responsibility. And looking at how things have panned out for them, I'm sure it's going to be a good day.
Well, both these teams chasing their first World Cup win, DK. We've seen that Smriti Mandhana is the highest run getter for India. The South African captain, Laura Wolvaardt, is their highest run getter in the tournament so far. And we've seen what Jemimah Rodrigues did yesterday as well. Do you still see her playing at number 3, or do you see that shuffling around tomorrow?
I think if India bats first, they might send Kaur at 3. If India is chasing especially a big total, then it could be Jemimah. Because what Jemimah does quite nicely is through the middle, she's able to hold that innings together and absorb pressure and do what it takes to get that team to a strong point around the 40th over, after which they have the likes of Richa Ghosh and whoever else follows. But after having played an innings like this, you'd back her to play another good innings. So it is a decision for them to make. Are they going to stick to what they thought was correct, or probably just change it up on this day? But come what may, I think India are in a good space. For them, just like what Zach said, I think it's all about channelizing your energy and controlling your emotions, because there's going to be a lot of distractions, none that they would have ever experienced. They've been to a World Cup final before, but this is this is a home World Cup final. So much of attention, eyeballs, spotlight, everything is on them. For once, I think, after a long, long time, it's very possible that the men's match could be overshadowed by this women's finals, which is going to happen. We have another T20 happening, but I think there'll be a lot more eyeballs on that women's finals. Not happened too often before, but it's the start of something special for a lot of women cricketers in this country to say, if you play well, we're there to cheer for you as well. And I think that kind of belief, that kind of energy and enthusiasm that the world is giving to them, or at least our country is giving to them, will only help them do better, but it'll be one of a kind experience as well. They haven't done it before, so they will also they could get a bit flustered. I hope that doesn't happen. Because of tournaments like WPL, they know what it takes to play with a lot of crowd around. But again, I think it'll be a massive challenge how they overcome their own emotions more than anything else.
Your players to watch out for, one from each team, Zach.
I think Smriti Mandhana for sure.
Yes. That faint little...
Yeah, she's been the highest run getter for the Indian team. It's just about making it count in the finals on the big day.
And from South Africa?
Their bowling has been pretty good, isn't it?
Yes.
Who's that?
Marizan
Cup. Yeah, I think Cup is someone who should be
Zach has got two of them.
Careful of.
If Zach was rolling a dice, I think he's gone for the highest numbers. These are the two best players, without a doubt. Best for India, Smriti Mandhana with the bat, and without doubt the best all-rounder in the world, Marizan Cup. I would, because he's chosen these two names, I'd go for... I'm a big fan of Richa Ghosh. I think what she brings to the table is very special. Not something that is easily available amongst women in that format, power through the middle. And if she does well, you can be rest assured we'll get a score that is above par, unless India's batted so poorly that she's making amends. But if everything goes well, she can take India to a better, more than par score. So I'll say Richa Ghosh. For South Africa, ideally I don't want to name anyone, but because I have to, I'd say watch out for... Well, for some strange reason, I feel Laura Wolfart will get out.
At 169, she's got in the semi-final. So
I don't think you can repeat that again.
Yes.
At least I would like to think you can't repeat that so quickly in 3 days' time. I'll put my money on Nadine de Klerk. If she comes good, it's good for South Australia. I've gone for two middle-order batters, so let's see.